Alright, so we're going to be looking at welcome back to our first class of the year 2024. In this, all through this class, we're going to be looking at military heads of states, oil economy as regards crude oil, the byproducts of crude oil, when and where can crude oil be exploited, when did it start, the byproduct, the benefits to what? To the Nigeria economy. Also, the growth of industries in Nigeria, how has this industry helped us? How has this industry helped us in Nigeria as a country? Okay, then what is generally an industry? What are the types of industry? Then some industries we have in Nigeria, the various locations where industries are, then the benefits. How have these industries benefited us in Nigeria? So for the very first class, which is the military heads of states, we are going to be looking at the life of Major General Thomas Aguli Ironsi. You remember he was a military head of state. General Yakubu Gowon, General Murtala Mohammed, General Olusegun Obasanjo, General Muhammadu Buhari, General Ibrahim Babangida, Abdulsalami Abubakar General. So those are the various military heads we are going to look into in our week 1 and week 2. So in those times we're going to talk about their achievements. Their what? Their achievements, their, how will I put it now? Their biography. When were they born? What they did as a country. And the first one is General Murtala Ramat Mohammed. First of all, he was born when November 8th. He was born when November 8th, 1938 in Kano. General Murtala Mohammed was born November 8th, 1938 in Kano. He was educated in Kano and Zaria. That's where he had his educational background. And he joined the military or the armed forces of Nigeria in 1958. So General Murtala Mohammed joined the Nigerian Army in 1958. And he took part in what? The Nigeria Civil War. I would say Nigeria Civil War was when? When was Nigeria Civil War? Can you remind? Let's pass back. 1967 to 1970. Beautiful. So we know that the Nigeria Civil War lasted for how many years? 3 years. It lasted for 3 years. That's 1967 to 1970. Because he joined the military before the Nigeria Civil War, he took part in the Civil War. And he had his military training both in Ghana and in United Kingdom. Both in Ghana and in the United Kingdom. He was the Nigerian 3rd military head of state. And as at the time he ruled between 30th July 1975 to 13th February 1976. And some of his achievements were, he worked very hard to stop corruption in Nigeria. He worked very hard to do what? Stop corruption in Nigeria. He created the 7 states. Muhammadu Rahmat created 7 states, which were Ogun, Ondo, Bauchi, Imo, Niger, Borno, and Benue states. Those were the states he created while he was military head. He also set up what? A committee headed by Justice Rotimi Williams to draft a new constitution for Nigeria. The last constitution of Nigeria was written when? 1999. Beautiful. 1999 was when the last constitution was written. And as of today, we are still using it. It's still very effective until it's out of place. He also set up a committee headed by Justice Akinola Aguda to work for the relocation of Nigeria federal capital from Lagos to Abuja. So he was the one that started that thing. Initially, the headquarters of Nigeria was where? In Lagos. Lagos was what? The capital. But until that time, we were enjoying Lagos as our capital city, right? Yeah. But he was the one that moved the motion for it to be moved to Abuja. And he set up a committee that was headed by Justice Akinola Aguda. Justice who? Akinola Aguda. Okay? Then another person is Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo was born 5th of May 1937. 5th May 1937. But don't forget that General Ramat was assassinated 13th February 1976 by who? Lieutenant Colonel Buka Suka Tika. Okay? Good. So General Olusegun was born on the 5th of May 1937. He is what? An indigene of Ogun State. Beautiful. And he had his primary education and secondary education in 1958 before he joined the army. So General Olusegun joined the Nigerian Army 1958. He was a well-trained military officer. Good. Some of his achievements, he was the one that set up the primary education program, the UPE. He also ensured that there is food sufficiency in Nigeria by launching Operation Feed the Nation. Operation Feed the Nation. So, he successfully organized an election in 1976 before he handed over to Alhaji Shehu Shagari in the year 1979. Are we good? Yeah. All right, beautiful. So we have been able to have a prior knowledge of who General Murtala Muhammad is or was and General Olusegun Obasanjo. So we are not going to do what? Attend our worksheet. We're going to what? Attend our worksheet. And you are going to do it yourself. Are we together now? Yeah.